Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure vehicle review. Today, we're going to be looking at the Spinmasters Batmobile. Now I typically collect 6 and 7 inch scale action figures and dioramas of vehicles. This is actually intended for 12 inch scale figures, 1/6 scale, but size wise, it's about perfect for your 7 or 6 inch collection. This is not the first Spinmaster Batmobile they've made for 12 inch figures that work great for your 7 inch Multiverse action figures. They made one that looked very similar to the White Knight Batmobile, and it works great for your figures. Only drawback, it doesn't really have any chairs on the inside. It's a big open area, almost like a coffin. But you know what? For me, that works great. You can jam any figure you want to, no matter how big and armored they are in there. And if you really wanted to, you can customize and add chairs. So this is a new version of the Batmobile. It's simply called Batmobile, just like the last one. Pretty big wheels, kind of an armored design. I actually got this thing from a website. Had to get it imported from the UK, but now I find out Amazon has them for a pretty cheap price. But just the way it goes. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, Batmobile, got the Batman symbol. This is showing you the figure going inside. He is way too big for the car, so he sticks out. DC Comics and Spinmaster. Here's the car. It looks pretty nice. Wheels maybe a little bit big. Overall, good looking vehicle. Happy to add it to my armory and Batman vehicle collection. And yes, I do need to get 2 of these Batmobiles, one of which to keep unopened in my complete unopened Batman related action figure collection, and then one to open and enjoy. So with no further ado, let's open it up and do just that. Alright, now that we got this vehicle out of the package, here it is with all the accessories laid out. It doesn't come with any accessories, just a pretty big car. More or less a shell, but the outside looks great. So let's take a quick look at it. As you can see at the front, we have the windows there, some stickers simulating glass, some lights on the front, big wheels. They do spin independently of each other. As we go down, it's got some different texturing and sculpting on different parts of the car. Sculpt is pretty nice. It's basic, sleek, looks good. The back wheels are even larger than the front wheels. Here's the back side there. I mean, overall, it's a good looking car. The price tag on this thing was $23. I had to pay a little extra to get it shipped here. But now it's at Amazon for, I think, $22 and change prime. Not a bad looking car. Open up the front here, you can see the inside. A little bit of sculpting detail there. It's not finished. I mean, there is sculpting in there, but no seats. You could probably fit 6 or 7 McFarlane DC Multiverse figures in here. Lay them all down. Big old bed or something. Still, the point of me getting this was not for the inside, mostly for the outside. And any figure you have can fit inside this thing. Hell, probably even a McFarlane DC Mega figure. So pretty cool. And it's going to be a nice background piece. And a closer look at the car in all of its glory. It's got a very sleek design. Definitely screams modern Batmobile to me. And you'll have to forgive my comment about this being on Amazon for $20 prime. It is on there, but that's the UK version of Amazon. So once again, you'll have to get this imported if you want it right now. Hopefully in the future it'll be readily available. There's also a Spinmaster 12 inch scale Batmobile from the Batman. I would love to get my hands on one of those, but I've only seen it from China or Japan for outrageous prices. Still hoping that'll pop up in the US for a reasonable price sometime. Now they're taking a pretty good look at the car. Now let's check out the measurements of this thing. So, as far as how long it is, from front to back, about 15 inches. As far as how tall it is, just under 5 inches tall. And as far as how wide it is, going to be about 7.5 inches wide. And now let's check out the action features. There's really not very much. Essentially, you get the wheels that spin, front and back both. Then you have the cockpit that opens, and that is about it. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people out there that are a little pickier than me Not that that's a bad thing, and they're going to customize the inside. Here's a couple of seats I added in there. They're not securely attached. These are from a couple of Mattel WWE breakaway cars. I really feel like this thing is going to be treated as more or less a one-seater for Batman. I don't think I'd be able to put a Batman and Robin from McFarlane on these seats. Just a little too small and cramped that way. But if you lay them down, you can put about as many figures as you please in there. Now let's put some action figures into this thing. We'll show off a bunch of different various Batman figures, sidekicks from different companies. We'll start off with the largest Batman stuff that I collect. That's going to be the McFarlane DC Multiverse line. Here's an image of the Spinmaster Batmobile with some of the McFarlane Bat family members, Batman, his allies, some supporting cast, and a closer look at the Bat family next to this Batmobile. Here's an image of the McFarlane DC Multiverse 3 Joker's Batman in the Batmobile. This is one of McFarlane's tallest Batman figures. It's big and bulky, fits in the car just fine. Like I said before, the inside has no seats. It appears to be a one-seater Batmobile. You could add your own seats, but for now, I like this Bat coffin. Works good. Here's an image of both Batman and Damian Wayne Robin by McFarlane in this car. Yeah, they don't exactly fit in there properly. They do fit in there with quite a bit of clearance. And me personally, I'm okay with them looking like this. Just simply the fact that you can put the figures into the car and shut the top. It pleases me, especially for such a cheap Batmobile. And it sure doesn't look pretty. But you can fit all 5 of those members of the Bat family here at the same time. Shut the top with complete clearance. Here's a mixture of both McFarlane and Mattel DC Multiverse figures. The Rebirth, Batman, and Extended family. And there are even more that they make. Let's see how many of these fit in the car. And you know what? It holds quite a few figures in there. The only one that's not in there is Batgirl. And if I wanted to rearrange things, I could probably get her in there. There's some more clearance around the top. So, like I said, it's not pretty, but they're all in there. Red Hood, Nightwing, Batman, Red Robin, Robin, Huntress, Black Canary, Batwing, Batwoman, Spoiler, and like I said, pretty sure I could have fit Batgirl in there if I rearranged them a couple times. Almost like a clown car there. Yes, it doesn't look good, and it's stupid to put that many figures in there, unless you want to treat it like a troop transport. Still, the capability is there. Here are several more McFarlane DC Multiverse Batman figures in front of this car. Each and every one of them will fit easily. And here are even several more McFarlane DC Multiverse Batman figures next to the car. Here's a McFarlane DC Multiverse Mega figure in this car. Now Swamp Thing is not the biggest McFarlane figure out there, but he's damn close. I wouldn't be able to fit Clayface or Man-Bat or Titan Joker in this thing, as they're too big and bulky. But Swamp Thing, who's arguably the second tallest figure in the entire line, fits in this thing with pretty good clearance. And here are several different DC Direct and DC Collectibles Batman figures in front of the car. Here's the DC Direct Arkham Knight Batman, Robin, and Nightwing in this car, and I could fit a bunch more figures in there with them. And then, here's some NECA Batman figures next to the car. And here it is, with some Mezco 112 Collective Batman figures. And then, some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse Batman figures with the car. And here are some Mafex Batman figures standing with the car. And here are some SH Figure Arts Batman figures next to the car, about the smallest Batman line that I collect. And this thing will accommodate pretty much any action figure line you collect. Anything from the smallest 6-inch scale figure to your tallest 7-inch stuff. And frankly, I don't see any reason it wouldn't work with 8-inch figures as well. You can put pretty much anything in this car. It's intended for 12-inch scale figures. Now let's check it out. Next to some other Batman vehicles in my collection or my Batman armory. They're all going to be for the 6 and 7-inch scale. At least that's what I use them for. Here's this new Batmobile. Next to the previous Spinmasters Batmobile. It's also for 1/6 scale figures, 12 inches tall, but works great for your 6 and 7-inch collection. I actually prefer the original Spinmaster release. Looks like a more regular Batmobile. Kind of reminds me of the White Knight Batmobile, but I welcome them all to the collection. There's another 12-inch scale Spinmaster Batmobile from the Batman. I have not seen that for a reasonable price locally. only for crazy ridiculous over-the-top prices from Asia and overseas. Then, next to the Mattel Hot Wheels 1/11th scale Batmobile from the Batman. This is radio controlled and it's great for 7-inch scale figures, except for the fact that the doors don't open and the top doesn't come off, so it's really hard to get them in there. And here it is, next to both variations of the Batmobile from McFarlane. This is basically a giant Batman monster truck from Dark Knight's Metal or Death Metal. And then, next to our cat named Kitty. I know, very original. And here it is, with McFarlane's Bat Raptor from the White Knight. And now, next to the McFarlane White Knight Bat Cycle. I got 4 of these things for the Bat family. And here it is, next to McFarlane's Bat Cycle from Death Metal. Then, with McFarlane's Bat Cycle and Drifter Motorcycle from the Batman. Definitely looking forward to some more of the McFarlane upcoming vehicles, like the 1999 Batmobile from the Flash, or the Batwing from the Flash. Can't wait to see those. And then, with both the McFarlane and the Mattel version of the 1966 Batmobile, McFarlane's on the left, Mattel on the right, and I'll tell you, Mattel's definitely superior on this one. Here it is, next to the Mattel Ultimate Radio-Controlled Batmobile from Justice League. And here, with the slightly smaller version, this is the Mattel DC Multiverse Justice League Batmobile. And even though this one is less massive, it's definitely superior. Then, next to Mattel's Nightcrawler from Justice League. And now, next to Mattel's Flying Fox from Justice League. Here's the Spinmaster Batmobile, next to the Soap Studios Radio-Controlled Tumbler from the Dark Knight trilogy. And here it is, next to the Hot Toys The Bat from the Dark Knight Rises. This is also 1/12 scale. Then, next to the DC Direct Batmobile from Batman the Animated Series. This thing is quite a beauty. And now, next to the DC Direct Batwing from Batman the Animated Series. Possibly the best Batman vehicle in the 6 and 7-inch scale out there. Here it is, next to a Mattel Comic Batmobile. This is a rare 2-seater Batmobile in the 6-inch scale. Here it is, next to a couple of Mattel Batmobiles from the Batman Unlimited line, also 6-inch scale. And here it is, next to a Mattel Batman Missions Batmobile, also for the 6-inch scale. And finally, here it is next to a custom Bat Tank from Batman The Dark Knight Returns. Overall, it's a pretty nice Batmobile. I must admit that I prefer the previous Spinmaster Batmobile release. Looks like a more traditional classic Batmobile, reminds me of the White Knight version. This Batmobile is intended for 12-inch figures, 1/6 scale, but it's grossly undersized for them, and works perfect for your 7-inch McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. And any figure you want to put in here, within reason, will fit inside. May not look quite as good as you'd like. Really hope to eventually get the Spinmaster the Batman Batmobile. This thing is nice, a little bit more armored, and maybe if you want to take more of the Bat family out, you can use this thing. It's very cheap if you can find it locally. If I were to rate this thing, probably going to give it a 7 out of 10. The wheels are just a little bit too big. Could look a little better, but it still has a nice sleek armor design to it. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure vehicle and action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.